Alright, so here we are at the beginning again. We have one alternate method to tackle proving our strength. We have birds in the facility. If all of them get out at the same time, it summons an exceptionally powerful Aleph entity, but we can't fight it directly. Instead, we have to break eggs. You might actually know what I'm talking about if you've seen my very old Limbus Company video. Lobotomy Corporation, not Limbus Company. As it is, But to do that, we have to be extremely careful about how we go about this. Well, basically, you don't fight it directly, you fight the eggs, and each egg counts as an abnormality for Gebura's mission up here. So that is an option. However, we're far less well equipped this time, so we have to be extra cautious. Especially since I can't do what I did last time, which is annoy Judgment Bird into breaching. And then let his kills upset Big Bird enough to breach, which forces the Punishing Bird to breach. So we have to sort of plan our attack out better this time. I'm going to keep everyone who isn't tied to keeping things in check over there. Anyone who doesn't have a white damage weapon is probably going to be on abnormality duty. Yeah, the problem is that we don't have access to Spore this time, and Spore boosts the damage dealt by white weapons. It's not always going to happen, but it happens regularly enough that it is quite handy to rely on. Now that said, I did have an option to pick it up, but if I did that, I wouldn't get to keep Melting Love. And unfortunately, Melting Love is something that I want to keep. Okay, where can we assign you? Okay, you have a white weapon. And you have a white weapon. You have a black weapon. Do we have anywhere that could use you? Oh, right. I want to make sure... Durfer shoots, it doesn't look that bad because he can't breach. But I should give him the same priority as all my Aleph, because if he gets out, then there will be trouble. So if it's Aleph or Vov, it needs a dedicated agent. Potentially two. I just don't have enough manpower to hold the entire facility, unfortunately. At some points, we might actually end up with, Actually, you should be standing up with everyone else. At some points, the Apocalypse Bird is going to pull from, best option, is going to pull people away from their posts, and that's extremely unfortunate because if they're pulled away from an abnormality, we need to keep in check. Anyway. Ways to get them out. First of all, you can use repression work to annoy Big Bird to 0 life off counter, and that's one bird. You can also use repression work to get Judgment Bird out, but that's a risky business if you don't have his suit. I don't have his suit. If I were more patient, then I would spend a day farming for their things, and probably Melting Love stuff as well because that's also really good. But as it is, I just can't. I want to get Gebura's mission done today, So tomorrow can be focused on midnight and the day and just farming stats and also farming gear. That way it's all saved when I hit the memory repository. Now, all of that said, oof. I probably should have made a double check to see. I don't think that it deals enough pale AoE damage to one-shot people in HE armor. Maybe Teth, but no one's in Teth. So now we have to do a thing. We should also probably move you to somewhere that you're more productive. I think you'd be most useful giving us an extra hand with the Snow White's apple, because that will actually be quite the problem. Unfortunately, it also means that we've only got one person working on Blue Star. It does look quite scary to do things to hit those wrong numbers, doesn't it? Actually, wait. Wait until we get Big Bird down to 1. And then, when Punishing Bird is out and about, we can request Durfer Shoots to delete some of the... I should probably preemptively get rid of all the clerks around here. Because, if Gonzalez is late on getting to Melting Love, we just don't want Melting Love to have anything around to deal with, or any... We don't want Melting Love to have any clerks to convert, so the only person that she can fight is Gonzalez. River, you did too good a job! Go back in there and annoy the bird. And since we've run slightly low on bullets, I think I'll assign some work just to keep it on, just to push us a bit closer to a meltdown level. So, how's your day going? Do we have anyone here that could safely annoy Big Bird? I guess Maxwell could do it. No! We keep getting good results with the Big Bird! My information team is too good at their job! Can deal 10 damage, so the max damage you can take is 5 black damage. Okay, I've been having really bad luck with accidentally sending River to Censored with the wrong equipment to survive Censored's attacks. And I definitely had a moment there of going, wait, did I just make that same mistake again? No, we got River out of that outfit. Okay, now we're starting to get results. And by results I mean bad results, which is the results that we want. Ooh, actually, if we can get Punishing Bird good and angry, a single shot from their shoots across the center corridor here would absolutely get Big Bird up and angry. You guys still in one piece? Interesting. I don't think I've looked at Black Swan's equipment quite in detail. I was wondering about the red versus black resistances. I definitely remember the white weakness though. Oh, the green stem armor isn't as resistant as I thought it was. Okay, how about you just come over and annoy it? You're a disciplinary team, you should be good at that. Okay, we need to assign work to here. And deal with the fact that the Scarecrow is definitely going to get out and about. Actually, maybe you should come over here just to take out the Scarecrow nice and quickly. And if we're doing that, then you have normal resistance and you have the censored weapon. You can safely deal with the Judgment Bird. Well, you can safely deal with it in standard conflict. You wouldn't be able to handle repression work with it. Let's see if he can do a better job of annoying Big Bird. Go beat him up. Okay, now back to your job of keeping her in order. I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to handle this without more strong white weapons, but I'm still willing to give it a shot. Okay, now that he's ready, we just spam works, all of the low tier works. But none of the works on the big elites, because we actually will need to do things. I mean, I'm staying away from Vov and Aleph because we don't know how well we're going to have to maintain them. And I'm also staying away from Letitia just in case I get that low % chance of her getting a normal result, because I don't need that complication on top of everything else happening today. Come on, little bird. You know, it might actually cause problems if we get to the next Dawn tier with it. Now that everyone's nice and packed together, it might be a bit difficult to respond to all the green dawns spawning, but I chose this. Pansy still has the promotion from when I needed her to upset Friend Nothing There, which is not that bad, honestly. You guys all get on that one. You guys all get on this one, and you go after this one. Red shields. We want to keep these clerks alive for now. Just to keep Big Bird contained until we can figure out how to goad, what's his face? Until we can goad the punishing bird. The thing is, clerks can actually down Dawn on their own. It would take maybe a few casualties, but they can do it. But only after you've given them the upgrades that let them safely engage with Dawns. Anyway, since we have the option to and Judgment Bird won't matter at all, let's throw in Insight work. We aren't going to get to use this gear, but every piece we can pick up for tomorrow will help. And now it's green noon. That is definitely going to upset the bird. I wish it had been a meltdown. If we had gotten a meltdown on Judgment Bird, that would have helped breach him. Man, today just is not working out. Wait, I don't want to work with the bird. I want it to get upset and want to breach. Why? This is what we call being contrarian. Black shields, we need to keep these clerks going. I know that the Punishing Bird does have a little thing where if a panic happens, then it will also drop the counter, so that's a guaranteed way to do it. The thing is, I don't particularly want to drop people into a panic just to set this off. If we get up to the level limit with the green noon, then I'll just use a Punishing Bird work to push it, and accept the fact that Big Bird is going to get very upset. Ooh, we are actually getting pretty close though. Come on, you can do it, little bird. Darn it. Okay, plan B. Make sure the bird doesn't escape. The people wearing the bright green armor are weak to red, so we need to keep that one in mind. And now Big Bird is out and about. No one is dead, so it's simply that we got a whole bunch of HE spawned at the same time that a whole bunch of HE spawned at the same time that it wanted that Big Bird decided to make an exit. Okay, you guys should probably move to a different corridor. Have we taken all of them out? I honestly don't think so. I think there's one left over there, and I don't want it walking into me in the middle of the night. Unfortunately, Big Bird. No, don't kill the bird! In fact, maybe we should just escape this area for a little bit. This is so inconvenient. I'll probably do some actual skimming now because I need Process of Understanding to die without also setting off Big Bird. I had such a good idea in mind, and then I didn't. Okay, you guys are actually not as tanky as I thought you would be. Oh, wait. You should not be in combat because when you're in combat it causes your success rate to drop and we can't afford that. Now then, what can we do to provoke the bird into escaping? Do some standard works. That'll do it. Although a lot of my standard works are actually blocked off because of Big Bird. We're down to 1 quiet off counter, so Punishing Bird should be getting out any minute now. Okay, you're in the control team, so it'll be safe to move back down there. Actually, wait. Move everyone there. Now, in order. One of these has to be enough to push out the bird. Stubborn little thing, isn't he? I'd almost want to use the shelter from 27th of March, But that risks one of my actually terrifying healers getting out. You should be down there. Why aren't you? You know, Teresia is actually a very reliable way to get agents to panic, so if you've got a way to snap them out of it and a non-intrusive panic type, that could actually be an option. You can't stay in there forever. Ugh. Okay, plan B. We're going to let Judgment Bird melt down. Unfortunately, it does mean that we have to let the counter drop on Melting Love. And risk this. No one else? We're all good? Here we go. And it would be right after triggering a meltdown, wouldn't it? Actually, where is the door? Okay, everyone... Let's just tell everyone to skedaddle over a doorway or two. He shouldn't be attacking anyone. Last time I dealt with this was in, The last time I dealt with this, I gave it post-commentary, so this is going to be live commentary, and it's going to be horrendous. Because remember, we can't pause. Keep the forest peace, Longbird weighed the sins of those who entered the forest. For his scale was just, and could weigh any sin fairly. Small Bird decided to punish the creature's wrongdoings with its beak. And unfortunately, Big Bird's text blurb is way too long, so I'm probably not going to have time to read the whole thing. You don't get long to respond. The clerks are trying so hard, but it's not gonna happen, especially since they all just panicked the moment Big Bird walked in. Big Bird with his many eyes decided to watch over the forest, for Bird's eyes could see very far and things we cannot see. Then in the middle of the chaotic cry, someone shouted, "It's the beast, the big scary monster!" Okay, Big Bird egg, Small Bird egg. Darn it, I think he's sitting on the egg of time again. Yep, so we can't do anything about his pale damage attacks. And he summons someone, or he summoned several summons actually. Wait, no, back! We're not done yet. We have to be ready to get this guy out of there. Latency. Yikes, this is latency. Is anyone about to overload? No. We don't have full energy anymore. We're about halfway through the egg. Melting Love wants to get out. No, not more people! Get out of there! Please! Back to work. Okay. Yeah, this is a problem now. Summer has been pulled away. Someone go and get that thing out of the way. Big Bird's far-seeing eyes were blinded. He can't summon people anymore, but he's still going to cause us some issues. Okay, everyone go down there. Oh dear. No. You get over there. Do we have anyone that can... you guys should also come down here. Yeah, he deals small amounts of radiation damage, but still, this isn't a good situation to be in. Because I can't pause. I need to be able to pause, and I can't pause. Maybe you should come up here and get that scarecrow, just so he doesn't sneak up on us. Actually, oh dear. Wait, things are melting down. Any of them... They are bad things to be melting down. Oh, damn it. Yumi had black weak armor. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try this again. I've done some whittling down to Big Bird's mood, so a single request should be enough to delete all these clerks. There you go. I wanted to sit at 2 instead of 1. I wanted to sit at 2 instead of 1 just in case we got another Viridian Noon, but as it is, we should be fine. Well, sort of fine, maybe, not really, no, we're actually in terrible danger. Smallbird decided to punish the creature's wrongdoings with its beak. Judgy Bird is actually taking the top route this time instead of the bottom route. Because while it's fast for him to go marching up this way, to reach this part. If he wants to get to the top here, he wants to go through this doorway here. I did change around Yumi's equipment so that he has black resistance. So watch, he's gonna die to the funeral of dead butterflies instead. Honestly, I did see the problem shortly before it happened. I just couldn't do anything about it because I didn't have the reflexes to get HP bullet onto Yumi in time. Big Bird with his many eyes decided to watch for intruders, for Big Bird's eyes could see very far and see things we could not. Also, pay attention to the coffin on Yumi's back because I think that it shares a slot with the wings that you get for suppressing the bird, but I could be wrong. To keep the forest peace, Longbird weighed the sins of those who entered, for Longbird's scale was fair and just and could weigh any and all kinds of sin. Then in the middle of the chaotic cries, someone shouted, "It's the beast, the big scary monster lives in the black dusky forest!" Long Arms is available this time. And you are not sitting on an egg, so Big Eyes is there. Small Beak I cannot find. Okay, I stand corrected. You probably are sitting on Small Beak. Someone there has red damage, I don't know who, but they do. Oh, there's Small Beak, it's down there, and the clerks are healing it because clerks are not very smart. Yumi, get out of there! They would summon... Yeah, isn't it just typical that that the person with the strongest white weapon is the one that the Big Bird called? The less problems we have to deal with, the better. We're working on it, but it's not going down. Now here's the problem. Get out of there! You really want to let out all-round helper, don't you? There's the pale attack. Why is the egg dying so much slower this time? Because it's not the right egg, obviously. Any other overloads? No, we're doing okay so far, but... I should not have spoken. Let me select. Honestly, Porcubus is something we can deal with. I'll let it stay inside this time, but we have to stop her from breaching because that'll just make the day even worse than it already is. Okay, now there's a problem. Both of them are about to breach. And there's not an awful lot I can do about it. How have we gotten so lucky? We haven't had to call off our long arms attack once. You can handle that on your own, I'm pretty sure. But I'll give you a black shield just in case. The head that always gazed upon the cosmos was lowered. We can pause. Now we can strategize. Keeping people contained, it will definitely be more helpful. Everyone moved down a layer. Oh, actually, while we're in the vicinity, attachment there, instinct there. Oh, yeah, Summer is fine. These guys, on the other hand, will not be if this thing gets out. But also destroying the long arms also means that it can't hit us with the facility-wide pale damage. The downside is that it's going to start using its meltdown attacks more often. Maybe you go over there and help out. Oh, so I was thinking, okay, once everyone gathers up, we can sneak past. Because Big Eyes is the next egg we want to kill. Unfortunately, Judgment Bird doesn't want us to do that. Oh. And Funeral of Dead Butterflies is in the way. The thing is, Small Beak is actually a pretty negligible... is actually extremely negligible because all it gives is a... red damage attack, and it only works when you're in the same room. So we're all just gonna hang out here and wait for him to leave. In fact, maybe you should all move into... So, one part of me thinks, just don't... One part of me thinks, get the white shield before we engage. But the other part is thinking, he's not really hurting anyone there. Darn it. They really want to let out the blue star, I think. Everyone gather up. White shield. I'm surprised that he hasn't been doing much of the hypnotizing so far. SP. Oh yeah, megahertz is not something that we want to let out and about, I think. Neither is King of Greed, if I'm honest. Okay, everybody, you just have solitude. We can afford to not let you be involved. Unfortunately, it looks like the judgy bird is a little bit upset. Eden, you go contribute something. Okay, more people need to be worked with. I think River can handle censored as long as we're doing insight work. Okay, so no meltdowns are happening. I think we can get other people to contribute to these works. Immune to black damage to -2, so it's actually going to be healed by twice the black damage you would have dealt. That's a teleport. Is he cut? Nope, we're good for now. Wait, I just realized one of these people has a black weapon. There, Gonzalez, I appreciate the efforts, but don't. Oh no, he's calling. And because there aren't very many clerks, he's calling whoever he wants. Hopefully this doesn't end in your death. Speaking of which, I think you need an SP bullet before you go in to work with Blue Star, but just one SP bullet will be good. Feed the dog. You should be fine. And you should be fine. Is there anyone else that he might have hypnotized? Just clerks. So there are still enough clerks that that attack shouldn't be going after us? Ah, darn it. Funeral of Dead Butterflies wants a word. I think I'll send Summer over. Yes, it will trigger the... So yes, it will drop the Quill Life Off counter, but just by 1, and it has 2. We're almost done with the big eyes. Which is probably why he's about to jump to there. No, we're good. Don't give too much thought to those who've died, just accept it and move on. One of those people who have died will be you if we can't get you out of the problem there. Big Bird's far-seeing eyes were blinded. Just in time. Skedaddle! Yeah, if he had been there, then he'd have been hit by that attack. I think 106 with a little bit of HE damage resistance would be able to do it, but oof. Scary. Okay, everyone else. We're going to group up again. These guys need to stay here, unfortunately. Because we need to keep an eye on this doohickey. But, he cannot pull us out of a position anymore. And I almost want to go rush a bunch of works just so we can refill our bullets, because 7 of 13 isn't nice if they keep asking us to work with Censored. Actually, is it possible for him to spawn in the... Is it possible for him to spawn in the lower parts of Central Control Team? I'm not entirely sure it is. If we had some black weapons to throw about, then it would work. Because it does actually endure the... it does endure white damage. Let's get a little bit greedy and send out some of our higher tier weapons as well. But keep an eye on those upper floors. It would help so much if I had Spore. Basil is the safest and has a very weak white weapon. I forget Eden. Eden is probably our best bet for there because he also has the Teth white weapon. Okay, here we go. We have to make sure this drug shark doesn't get out. Oh yeah, because this counts as an enemy, we've just got a permanently slowed healing rate in this area. Any other meltdowns? I can actually just stick my camera here and I can see everything in the facility. Actually, I think you guys should come over here and help with this. You two cannot help because you have red weapons. You have a white weapon, you have a black weapon. Nope, nope, nope. Don't get greedy. We're winning, we're just winning incredibly slowly. I thought about it and then I realized, nope, nope, we're fine as we are. And hey, the egg is almost down. Is there any last minute problem I should keep my eye out for? Small bird's mouth that could devour anything was shut. The bird began to prowl the forest, but there was nothing. There were no creatures, no sun and moon, and no beast. All that was left was the bird and the black forest. It cannot respawn today. It is impossible for the apocalypse bird to occur more than once per day. And if we ever get our hands on if we use the apocalypse bird weapon, which would be really nice to give out to Gonzalez, the head of the extraction team, it cannot spawn while someone is using its weaponry. Of course, if that person happens to die, and then, well, you don't have the equipment in the facility anymore, and the birds are perfectly fine to come out and start wreaking havoc. So, as you can see up here, we've proven our strength. We've killed the bird. There is nothing the bird can offer us anymore, so, and we're only on the second meltdown. Honestly, I think that should have given us a full charge for free, but that's just me. I mean, do you really want to stick around and watch me go through the day's work? Oh, I forgot to show a thing. During the suppression of Apocalypse Bird, its rooms will change, so you can read information on Apocalypse Bird itself. Granted, most of it is, this is overwhelmingly powerful and you have no chance against it, but it's still a thing you could look at. Oh, right, and everyone also has this ego gift wing, Through the Dark Twilight. It gives +7 to everything. It's enough to push a lot of our rookies over here to the point that they have 4 in their success rate. So everyone can work safely with Porcubus. Let's just play it safe for the rest of the day. We have Judgy Bird armor should we ever want to do that again. Oh, fuck. Do you have any idea the sort of monsters that I've had to bust today? You do not matter. Go away. Although I guess it's possible that it might give me enough energy to finish the day, so it wouldn't be so bad for them to appear, but still! I don't want to deal with this. Okay. You should be safe to do some instinct work with him. Bird! Today is not the day to get on my bad side. Honestly, even if punishing Bird is still escaped by the end of the day, I think I'll just let it run about and end the day, because I do not want to have to frick about with it when I just pulled off a very difficult feat. So many horrors from beyond comprehension. Can you distract the bird a bit? Oh. Actually, can one of you come down and distract the bird? No. Get out of here while the getting's good. Basil is level 5, that's cool. Eden is not level 5, but give it time. Angelina is sort of there, should probably do a little bit of prudence work. Micah, yeah. Gebura, you owe me. Ease up your tension and just close your eyes. Yes, just like that. Make yourself as comfortable as possible so that your mind finds itself comfortable too. It tickles, no, but just wait. Now, fade away without a trace. Feel the water and air during the different seasons, inside a different dream and a different body, forgetting and remembering everything. You've already become something. I don't know what it is, but I've already left for somewhere long ago. Please don't look for me, I will no longer be able to teach you. But Mr. A, please, I want to be part of the Cogito experiments. I'm ready, I can prove it. The particles scattered across the floor, sparkling in the light. Kill me. Please kill me, A. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just as you commanded, I have written up the job application form for our corporation. The reception is good. Everyone thinks that it's a new employment method that does not concentrate on just one's abilities. The number of applicants is projected to meet the initial calculation. The experiments are almost complete. We will soon hire people according to the order of priority you've stated. I've also arranged a meeting with Time Track. Are you thinking about those who have left you? Listen, I know Lobotomy Corporation is an important client and all, but don't you guys renew the contract too often? This place is so grimy, it's like a dungeon. I always get a bad vibe. Please hold for a moment, Rabbit Captain. We need to explain what we're doing here to the manager. He still doesn't know who I am. Go on and explain it quickly then. This must be the first time you'll participate in a meeting with the outside party, Manager. As was mentioned a few times prior, our company has initiated contracts with some of the other wings for sustainable development and business opportunities. It's also my job to renew those contracts with our associate wings when the moment arises. All that is needed from you is to be our token manager and present yourself in that role. I shall handle the rest of the formalities and procedures. Associate wing? What's with that boring introduction? You may feel free to provide more detailed information at a later time in private, Mio. For now, let us start the meeting. Speaking of, would you be as kind as to remove your helmet, at least for the duration of the meeting? You're kidding! The helmet is the whole identity of the rabbits! Well, fine. It's whatever. I just gotta brief the content of the contract from my end, right? I mean... I'm sick of reading this over and over. You can just look at the contract for the whole damn thing. Do I really have to say it one more time? As I informed you prior, it's part of the formal procedure. I myself have to specify whether or not you agree to the terms again. Still as strict as ever, aren't you? Allow me to explain our services first. Company R will provide military support and protection from all external threats to Company L. Every branch of Lobotomy Corporation will be included under the term Company L. However, there will be certain exceptions where a branch may not be considered under the designation. Well, I say exceptions, but we're willing to let it slide unless it involves the head or the eye. Company L will provide the energy Company R needs to maintain its operation. This renewal process also includes a prerequisite that invokes mutual and continual agreement between Company L and Company W. And let's see, Company L will provide all specialized ammunition utilized for the killing of abnormalities. All Rabbit team members will have their memories erased after the completion of their missions. There will be no questions or concerns raised about the peculiarity of its facilities or the purposes of this location. And finally, I, as the captain of the rabbit team, will deploy my team following Company R's guidelines and assume the role of command for operations taking place in the facility. That should be everything. Look through the written contract for finer details. There has been no change in the agreement with Company W. Along with that, the renewal period will be 1 year, just as before. Yeah, sure, it's 1 year for you, but... okay then. On a side note, can you please do something about the teleporter to make the process a bit smoother? Feels like my body's being taken apart piece by piece and thrown out a window. I'm afraid you will need to ask Company W about that. It's out of our control. Gebura, why do you have such an expression? Why are little bunnies being let out of their cages and dispatched here of all places? You must really not know a thing if you're looking down on the rabbits. It's already been concluded that the rabbits are the most fit for the honourable task of slaughtering in this place. The rhinos would certainly smash this entire place beyond recognition. And the reindeer, with the exception of the machines that work here, will cause irreversible damage to Mr. Manager over there. Miss Angela made it explicitly clear not to hurt or affect the manager. We always pay special attention to our clients' requests. I'm not talking about you damn rhinos or deer. I'm saying that we can handle our own problems. We don't need any outsiders to interfere. I mean, normally you'd be correct, but it did do a good job of eating through nothing there for me. What's that? What can you do with that flimsy tin body of yours, huh? Yeah, sorry, I'm getting my accents mixed up. You must seem much weaker than us now, can't you see that? If you were like how you were back in the day, maybe it'd be a different story. But look at you now. As soon as you set foot into the back streets, you'll be torn limb from limb by those sweepers. The old days where you shredded everything before you into red mist is now lost to the past. Things have changed, you should realize that. If I wanted to, I could tear up a tiny rabbit like you in seconds. Please, everyone, we need to focus on the topic at hand. Gebura, our agreement with the rabbit team is to help us be prepared for the worst case scenario that will be beyond our own abilities. I'm certain that you have learned this from your experiences with the previous suppressions. The combat skills of the mercenaries sent to us by Company R are on par with those of the other wings. We can handle our own problems on our own perfectly fine. I can prove it right here, right now if you want. I have compiled the statistics. The amount of data is too vast for any person to calculate, with my exception of course. The reason I continue to contract the rabbits is the risk of involving outsiders pales the potential of our worst case scenarios. They're worth every penny. However, the rabbits will not intervene with general suppression. Okay, so I am sort of thinking about what if I wanted to use the rabbit team against Apocalypse Bird? The risk would be too great. Okay, so here's the idea. You need to destroy the Big Eyes before you can safely call the rabbit team, and Big Eyes tends to be targeted second. Small Beak was in Central Command Team, which means that it encompasses 2 Alephists. And the odds of them being wiped out before they finish off all the targets would be too great, which would mean I have to deal with Censored and Nothing There at the same time. And I just don't feel like doing that on a day where I'm tackling Apocalypse Bird. Incidentally, the rabbits do also make for a good cleanup crew against Censored and Nothing There. Censored as well as Nothing There, because Censored it deals a lot of SP damage, but rabbits don't take SP damage. Well, at least they don't take fear damage. They do take SP damage, but they self-destruct if that happens. Please calm down and analyze the situation reasonably, Gebura. That should be all for renewing our contract. Gebura is the one in charge of the basic suppression process. So if you need any advice or help regarding combat, just ask her. I'm afraid I don't have a single itty-bitty question for you. We rabbits have our own way of handling things. Nor do I have anything left to say to you filthy animals. You've done your business. How about you just bunny hop away now? Sheesh, you're being so harsh to a fellow native of the back streets. You wouldn't happen to be mad at me because I made fun of you earlier, are you? Don't act like you know me. I'm not in the mood for your stupid games, so just shut up. Ah, I get it now. You're mad because you feel we interrupt your fight, aren't you? Yeah, I don't need any help from the likes of you. Well, it's not like we're here for a greater cause or some ulterior motive. We just drop by quickly when we're called and vanish without a trace just the same when it's time. I thought you were just like me, finding joy in the slaughter. But as it turns out, you're just crazy. A complete wacko. We are the rabbits who hop around following orders to find fresh patches of grass. But you're different. You used to know who you were supposed to fight, who your enemy was. You wouldn't believe how shocked I was to find you. I never expected to see the fabled hero like, well, this. And in a drab basement, too. The hero I remember was someone who wasn't afraid of shedding blood to protect others with all her might. Please don't taint the fond memories I have of you. All the abnormalities have broken out. Everyone here is done for. Dead? All of them? Probably. There won't be any survivors left. Abnormalities aren't something we can handle on our own. You're in danger too, ma'am. You'd best escape now. Gebura, I'm going to take part in an experiment pretty soon. We'll probably be seeing each other again, but just in case, I want to say one thing. Please take good care of Isabel and my little Gilly while I'm gone. Her abnormality is able to feel human emotion when confronted with a person of close relation. What choice would they make when faced with such a situation? The experiments seem to have yielded the expected results. Excuse me, Lady Angela, what should I do with these? There's a blanket and a few feeding bottles left. I have gotten all the results I need from this experiment. The owners are no more, so you can simply discard them. Hey! Hey! Did you just shut down or what? I really should be going. Well, I don't think next we meet will be on such calm waters. The rabbits will leave now. I'm definitely not the hero. Never have been, never will be. We handle the work we're presented with. Only I know the best how to deal with things like this, so I can't tolerate someone else trying to take over my stage. Let's show those arrogant hares that we can take care of business ourselves. Complete a midnight ordeal. So yeah, no new abnormalities because we've only got 2 slots left on disciplinarian welfare. But next time we have to tackle a midnight. We've already shown that we can tackle midnights before, but maybe I'll get Violet Midnight and I can show why I despise this thing. Managerial bullet that reduces the mobility of abnormalities for a limited time. It's reduced by 50% via overloading the Clive-off control. You're gonna get this research put through. So, I think next time I probably will show this. Everyone is half bird now. But yeah, as I was saying, No, we have one more thing. Twilight. Only equipable if the employee has fortitude, prudence, temperance, and justice above 110. I don't think we have anyone like that. No, we do. Inflict all 4 damage types, red, white, black, and pale, with special attack pattern at regular intervals. If an employee wears this equipment, Apocalypse Bird cannot appear. Just like how the ever-watching eyes, the scale that could measure any and all sins, and the beak that could swallow everything and protect the peace of the Black Forest. The wielder of this armament may also bring peace as they did. And the Justitia armor, 0.3 to everything. The lower the HP of an employee with a corresponding weapon, the greater the damage. All enemies in the same room receive black damage every 5 seconds. The effect of equipping all ego parts of Apocalypse Bird, The damage of this special ability is extended to red, white, black, and pale. If an employee wears this equipment, an Apocalypse Bird cannot appear. We're giving it to our captain of the disciplinary team because it's going to allow her to absolutely reave anything in half. I don't know who gets Smile though, I guess we could give it to River. But yeah, anyhow, with all that said, until next time guys, take care, and I'll see you all around.